fire that broke out during Holi celebrations at the outhouse of a Delhi High Court judge has sent shockwaves through India's political, legal and social spheres. The incident has raised some serious concerns extending beyond the courtroom and into the broader fabric of the nation. The news has taken the country by storm, prompting immediate calls for a thorough investigation into how such a large sum of money ended up at the residence of a sitting judge. Given the stature of the judicial office, this discovery immediately casts a shadow over the integrity of the judiciary. In fact, Times Now has learnt that the judge's family called Tughlaq Road Police Station on 14th of March to report the fire. Upon arrival at the storeroom in the outhouse, police found sacks of burnt currency notes. Sources reveal that no less than 50 crore rupees were found in these sacks. Then, mobile videos of sacks and burnt notes were sent to top cops. After the mega Times Now investigation, our team tried to confront the Delhi Fire Service chief, who refused to answer the direct questions. Listen in.
Sir, have you given a report to the senior officials? Or that
No report was asked from me.
No report has been asked from you. Sir, did anyone contacted you, sir? Sir. So there you saw Atul Garg, who is the director of the Delhi Fire Services. He has said that whatever was supposed to be done has been done by the Delhi Fire Services and no report has been sought from Mr. Garg. The Delhi Fire Service reached to the location. They have managed to control the fire, but certainly the manner in which issues are raised, let's see whether he's again willing to talk. So Mr. Garg does not have any kind of statement.
I have said I have no comment to offer.
So there you heard, he says he has no comments, no statement at all. But according to news agency IANS, Chief of Delhi Fire Services Atul Garg denied reports attributing to him a statement claiming that no cash was found during firefighting operations at the residence of Delhi High Court Judge Justice Yashwant Varma. But here comes the twist, the real twist in this story. So now he's saying never said no cash was found. But yesterday when he spoke to Times Now's Priyank Tripathi, he said that no cash was actually found. Listen in.
Query which is coming up in social media also, and we want to know what exactly was found when the fire department officials reached to this location.
See, as per the record of level, fire was in a storeroom, 2 fire tenders were sent, fire was very, very small, fire was extinguished within a minute, and nothing was unusual reported by the team of firefighters.
So now the news report has also come up that there was some cash which was rapidly seized. So I want to know, ideally, if there is something suspicious or something different which is found from the location, what does a fire officer do?
The fire official has nothing to do with the suspicious thing. Once the fire is exchanged, we have to hand over that area to the police, which was already present in this case. Police was first to arrive there. We were a little bit after the police, and the house or whatever you call it, the fire scene was handed over to the police officer there and fire team chamber.
So do you follow any kind of different protocol in these kind of VVIP houses? Like,
Hello?
do you follow any kind of different protocol? Like this was in the case of a house of a judge. So the crime scene was given to the police, and then the fire officials stepped.
In all cases, not in this case. Whenever there is a fire, once the fire is extinguished, the place is always handed over to police for a further investigation and cause of fire.
Okay, so just to ascertain once again, was there any cash found when the officials reached?
As far as we were there, no, there is no report of this.
Thank you so much, sir.
So you heard, viewers, what the Delhi Fire Service officer has to say. In fact, what he told my colleague Priyank Tripathi yesterday. And this is our big story. Joining us on the broadcast are my colleagues tracking every angle of this big story for you. We have Priyank, Bhavtosh as well as Harish live with us right now. Priyank, to you first, because what we are seeing right now is some kind of a flip-flop. Yesterday, when you spoke to Mr. Atul Garg, he very clearly told you that there wasn't any recovery of any kind of cash, and now the statements that have come today seem to be contradicting what he said yesterday. So what is the real story here? Tell us a little bit about different versions that have now come to the fore, and what is the real story?
What it appears that I'll have to wait for some more time so that I can get a compiled data of how many calls has been received by Mr. Garg, because if you remember, after every important event like Diwali, he releases data that how many calls have been received by the fire department, and the repeated calls is certainly making him more puzzled, because since the last time I spoke to him, he denied the report of any kind of cash being seized by his team, and he said that we handed over the location to the Delhi police. Later in the day, we saw that to a very prominent media network, to an agency, he spoke that I have not said that there was no cash which was found. So once this statement went viral, later to that he broadcasted a message where he stated that I have not given any kind of code to this particular media network, which was certainly a denial mode. Early in the day, let's start by today. What happened today when I met him, he was actually running. He got down from his car and he started running towards his office. During that particular time period, the sequence which we have shown to obvious, although he has been very much open to the media, he talks to the media, he said that I have not been called by the inquiry. So the kind of pressure which is being built up on him is certainly trying to hint at that whether there is a larger conspiracy. Who are these people who have been pressurizing the Delhi fire chief? Why he is under so much of pressure that he is continuously engaging in changing a statement? Then comes that one of the media organization, another news agency, picks up that particular portion of the media organization publication which happened yesterday, and when I spoke to Atul Garg just a short while back, he has denied that I have not spoken to him. So all these things is certainly making it this case more murkier, that what is exactly going on. We are talking about a minor case of fire for the fire department officials where only 2 fire engines were sent. They went to the spot, fire was brought under control, they moved out. Whether the cash was seen by the officials or not, there is no mention of the cash seizure which has been done by the fire department officials. On record, they have been saying that this is not under our domain. We handed over to the location to the Delhi police. In fact, the Delhi police was present at the spot when we reached there. So everything is making this more murkier. That's what we are trying to highlight, that what is making the Delhi fire chief Atul Garg to change his stand once again and again. What is happening in his mind, whether he is getting all these fanatic calls from the senior rank officers, whether there is a immense amount of pressure on him, and if the pressure is there, what is the reason for that? Who is trying to shield this information? Because yesterday's the Apex Court statement also was not pretty much clear that whether the cash was found or not. Yes,
absolutely. So the moot question is this only. Is he under pressure? Is that the reason why we are seeing this flip-flop as far as the statements over cash recovery by the Delhi fire officer is concerned? Priyank, request you to stay on with us. Let me now go across to my colleague Bhavtosh as well. Bhavtosh, I want to understand from you, what is it that the Delhi police officials have to say about this entire saga? Because when it started yesterday, when we first broke the story yesterday morning, at that time the information was that about the recovery of cash, the fire department officials and Delhi cops informed the higher authorities. There is a flip-flop coming in from the Delhi fire officials. So you tell me, what is the version that is being given by Delhi police official as to what exactly happened after the officials managed to douse the fire? I want to know about the cash recovery aspect specifically. What is it that the Delhi cops have to say?
Officially, Delhi police has not issued any statement, and the fact is that Delhi police were the first respondent. They were the one who were present at the spot, and what we can tell our viewers is that when they reached the spot, there was a fire, and the alleged currency notes were in a jute sack. The officers themselves were very shocked and surprised. There were videos that were made, and these videos were made passed on to senior officers. Senior officers then informed their counterparts, the top brass of the Delhi police, and that's how the video went to the government officials, and then it was subsequently shown to the Chief Justice of India, and then this entire controversy actually happened. The fact is that the police was present at the spot. Now, if we just go by the fire response statement, the fire department reached the spot at around 11:43 p.m. on 14th of March, and then they stayed there for 1 hour 45 minutes. Now, that actually happens because the cooling process is a long, tedious process. The fire department does not leave a spot as soon as the fire is quelled. The question is why the fire department is making all these flip-flops. Is primarily because there were videos that were made, and these videos subsequently, when they were passed on to senior officers of the Delhi police, all these videos were deleted. Maybe the fire service top officer, he feels that he could be pressurized, or he might be under some kind of pressure. But the fact remains that the fire department as well as Delhi police have not officially issued any statement to the media.
Are we likely to see any official statement coming in from Delhi police officials anytime soon, Bhavtosh?
Well, it's now nearly 8 or 9 days because there is no FIR that has been filed in this case. There has been no seizures that have been done. And it is looking into the sensitivity of this case. It's unlikely that a statement will be issued. As Priyank has also said, that the manner in which Atul Garg, who's the Delhi Fire Service Chief, he virtually ran from the spot, or when he ran to his office. It's unlikely any statement will be issued. The police on its part maintained that since no one was injured, no FIR was filed, they would also not issue any statement. But this entire case is very opaque. This entire case is, there's a lot of ambiguity in this case.
Right.
The Supreme Court also yesterday issued a statement where the first line actually starts with misinformation. So you can see the kind of secrecy that is being maintained.
Absolutely. And before I go across to Harish on, the statement that was issued by Supreme Court yesterday, I want to quickly go back to Priyank Tripathi once again for, another important aspect that needs to be highlighted in this case. Priyank, when the report of the Delhi Fire Department was also released yesterday, in that report also, there seemed to be some kind of a discrepancy because fire incident was reported on 14th of March, the day of Holi, but it seems the report was prepared 7 days later after the reports, emerged that something like this had happened at a judge's residence. What explains the delay in, making that report?
There was some initially there was some sort of confusion which, happened, and we were trying to highlight that. But later on at the stage, we found that it was actually a computer-generated report, and since the report was, downloaded yesterday, the date changes. So there was initial, confusion over that also, because you can see what is happening since yesterday. People are changing their statement. So anything which is right now coming before us, that is being taken as a very suspicious value. We are trying to pull out every detail very minutely, and we are trying to know that who's telling the truth and who's telling a lie.
Right.
Because this is a matter which pertains to judge of the High Court, who was considered to be my lords, and certainly the kind of pressure which people feel right away going in front of the judges. It's quite common. And then you have all these senior officials from Delhi Fire Services, Delhi Police being silent. It's certainly making this case more murkier, that everyone has to be taken, every statement which is coming out has to be verified 10 times. While going back to your question, that was a report which was downloaded yesterday, although the report was prepared on the same day.
Okay. Priyank, Bhavtosh, as well as Harish, stay on with us. Now, viewers, as Bhavtosh was also mentioning, the Supreme Court issued a statement yesterday evening saying that misinformation and rumours are being spread with regard to an incident at the residence of Delhi High Court Judge Justice Yashwant Varma, compelling the Apex Court Collegium to transfer him out. And sources have now confirmed that the Delhi High Court Chief Justice has submitted the report to the Chief Justice of India, and the report is going to be examined and processed for further and necessary action by by the SC Collegium. For more on this, let me go across to my colleague Harish, who's live with us right now, and he is reporting live from outside Justice Varma's residence in the national capital. Harish, firstly, tell us a little bit about where we are as far as that report by Delhi High Court Chief Justice is concerned. Reportedly, it has been submitted to the Chief Justice of India. What happens next in this case?
Yes, that's right. I'm outside the residence of Justice Yashwant Varma. In fact, yes, and we have been waiting for some kind of reaction from the Justice Varma, but which has not been forthcoming. And coming to a question, yes, yesterday the Supreme Court had issued a press note saying that the proposal to transfer Justice Varma to Allahabad and this probe regarding the charge against him are completely two things. It should not be linked. And now that the Chief Justice of Delhi High Court has submitted a report to the Chief Justice of India, now the action as per law will be taken, and if there is a clean sheet, the matter will be closed. Otherwise, there will be a in-house inquiry set up. One Supreme Court judge and two Chief Justices of High Court will be part of the members. And remember, the sources in Supreme Court had also said that transfer is not the final measure. Other measures will also be taken as per law, in accordance with law. So now that the Chief Justice report has come, the Chief Justice will go ahead. We'll have to wait and watch what kind of action Chief Justice will take. And as I said earlier, if there is a clean sheet, the matter will be closed. But if there is some kind of wrongdoing, definitely the Chief Justice will ask the concerned judge to resign. And if he doesn't resign, the in-house probe will commence. Back to you.
Okay, so you're saying that transfer is not the final measure. There are other possibilities as well. For the benefit of our viewers, Harish, could you explain to us various scenarios going forward now that the report has been submitted to the Chief Justice of India? Firstly, how soon can we expect some kind of a decision, a meeting of the collegium on this? And what are the possible scenarios given, a case like this?
Yes, now that the Chief Justice of Delhi High Court has submitted the report to the Supreme Court Chief Justice of India, now he will examine all the contents of the report. And number one, the first scenario is that if it's a clean sheet, the matter is closed. But if there is some wrongdoing, the Chief Justice will ask the concerned judge, Justice Yashwant Varma, to put in papers to resign. But if he refuses to resign, the Supreme Court will set up an in-house inquiry board. And since it's a case of High Court, the committee will comprise of a senior Supreme Court judge, and the other two members will be Chief Justices of State High Court, but definitely it will not be a Chief Justice of Delhi High Court, because Justice Yashwant Varma was number 2 in the Delhi High Court, second senior most judge, and also that is one reason there is a proposal to transfer him, because he is part of the collegium, so he should not continue with the Delhi High Court. But yes, as we have been saying, there is pressure on the Chief Justice of India to at least minimum withdraw the judicial work from this particular judge, because some members in the collegium had also said that mere proposal for transfer will not suffice, because this is a grave offence, and which has maligned the image of the judiciary.
Absolutely.
And also
it has sent shockwaves across the country, and now other legal eagles are also talking about it. For now, thank you very much, Harish, Bhavtosh, as well as Priyank. Appreciate all of you for joining us and getting us your inputs on the story. And viewers, the top legal eagles today are demanding action in this case.